Hey, thanks. My name is Jidul Silva. I coordinate the NSG initiative. The NSG is Nurturing Sustainable Generations. It's an initiative or movement started by a group of conservationists, activists, and environmentalists like myself. And I'm a former student of environmental science. And I started this with a view to develop a sense of care for Mother Earth, which is changing mindsets of global population towards nature conservation and even development of their own lives. And now, we have been talking about target number 1 of our goal, habitats conservation, which is planned land use activities. We've introduced more, and we said in this video we are going to talk about the conditions necessary for a land use plan. Now, the conditions necessary for land use planning. 1 is the community relations. For any land use plan activity, the actors involved must involve the community or the public to put into consideration their opinions on the proposed land use plan initiatives. The community relations, how you relate to the community, is so vital in developing a land use plan. These are the conditions for a better land use plan. The community is the first one. For any land use activity, the actors involved must involve the community or the public to put into consideration their opinions on the proposed land use planning initiatives. After all, the land is being planned so that the public can enjoy the benefits that comes out from the land use plan. So this is for the people. Therefore, if it's for the people, then we should be involved. You shouldn't sit in your house or somewhere in a closed room with the REITs or some other fellows who don't know, and then you come up with a plan. No, the people of that community, the people of that area, let's say it's an urbanized area, let's say it's Kampala, then the locals, the natives of Kampala should be aware of what's going on, because they are the ones going to live with the effects of whatever that has been passed. So they must be involved to provide their insights and also generate to the ideas, the ways in how it can be done, how best it can be done, and probably the longevity of the project. Longevity. If people are involved in something, it will last long, because it's their own making, it's their own idea. Now, an idea that is just imposed on them will not. They will just look at it and then they will have their own view of that thing, and they will say, They will just keep quiet and look at it. But something they are involved in, they will try so hard to make it happen. The second condition necessary for the land use plan is the government and the legal support. The government can support land use planning initiatives in a myriad of ways, or in a variety of ways. The first is by financing or subsidizing a section of land use plan activities. First, government can finance or subsidize a section of land use activities. That's how the government also comes in and is helpful. The second way is by reducing bureaucracy and administration bottlenecks that comes with obtaining permits and licenses. The first one was by financing and subsidizing a section of land use planning activities. Now the second way is by reducing bureaucracy and administration bottlenecks that comes with obtaining permits and licenses. Government is the one to allow you that please do this on this land. We don't want this to be done here. We don't want this industry here. and you will not put it there because it's your land. No, it's government. Government have a say. They will give you a license. Do this here. We are going to do this here. Then they will be the ones who to ask for the EIS, for the assessment impacts, social assessment impacts, and then the EIS, the environmental assessment impacts, to ascertain how best that thing can be done and how it can affect the community as the government. Then it gives a license. Otherwise, the project or whatever you're planning will be invalid without government's approval. So government plays part in this. Now, we were talking about climate smart agriculture or climate resilient agriculture in the introduction of this our target, or our first target to habitats conservation. Now, about climate smart agriculture. Climate smart agriculture is an integrated approach to manage landscapes to help adapt agricultural methods, livestock, and crops to effects of climate change, and where possible, counteract it by reducing greenhouse gases emission from agriculture, and at the same time taking into account the growing world population to ensure food security. This is the definition of climate smart agriculture. It is an integrated approach to manage landscapes to help adopt agricultural methods, livestock, and crops to the effects of climate change, and where possible, counteract it by reducing greenhouse gases emission from agriculture, and at the same time taking into account the growing world population to ensure food security. The emphasis here is not simply just on carbon farming or sustainable agriculture, but also on increasing agricultural productivity. The emphasis here is not simply just on carbon farming or sustainable agriculture, but also on increasing agricultural productivity. Climate smart agriculture is in line with the Food and Agriculture Organization's vision for sustainable food and agriculture, and supports food and agriculture's goal to make agriculture, forestry, and fisheries more productive and more sustainable or self-sufficient. That is the climate smart agriculture. Climate smart agriculture is in line with the Food and Agriculture Organization's vision for sustainable food and agriculture, and supports the FAO's goal to make agriculture, forestry, and fisheries more productive and more sustainable or self-sufficient. Now, we shall talk more about climate smart agriculture. It of course has 3 pillars, and in our next video, probably to come in the future, we are going to talk about it, climate smart agriculture. I wish you and thank you the best. Thank you for always supporting the NSG. I may be alone, but I'm not alone because I have a group of friends who are helping me drive this. So you may see me in this video, but I represent many youths, many environmentalists, many activists, many conservationists around the globe, and members with a special interest that need to see Mother Earth protected, planet Earth protected and cared for. So I urge you to support this message, to promote it forward, and also contribute to it where necessary. Use any other platform of any means available with you so that you can drive this movement forward. Let's together fight for change in this world And that change shouldn't be political, but this time should be drive towards nature. I thank you and wish you best. I remain Gideon Silva, Uganda.